Like seriously? Why? How'd you see it? You seen videos or some shit? Was he like distraught about it? Like was he sad about it and shit? I mean, not strange. I mean, how do you do it? Get it euthanized, right? Like that's the. I can't do that, man. Bro, me and an ex of mine shared a dog, and then we broke up, and she went to like her father's in California, and I went to my mom's back up northeast, and my dog stood in her mother's house, and they put my dog to sleep, bro, and they didn't tell either one of us for like 2 3 months, and then we argued with each other about who would have custody of the dog. Like, hey, I want the dog, you want the dog, and we both found out together that they had put the dog to sleep, and that shit brought us back together, man. Like I've never had a dog since, man. That shit was, and I had his mom, and his mom's father, so it was like a third generation dog. You know what I mean? Like it's heartbreaking. No, no, he wasn't sick, but he was like a 90 pound pit bull, man. He was really big, you know. And then I couldn't. I don't know how he came on Overwatch to talk about that. I couldn't do that, man. I'm so sick, but I'm just picturing him strangling this little dog, crying like. "Rrr." Oh, I forgot about that in I Am Legend. Whoa, that was definitely a movie where animals were hurt in the making of. That was. Did he sound country? Was he like a southern guy? Yeah, that's what it is. You know. Can I share a story that's kind of crazy, but around the same topic? I've never admitted. This is gonna sound kind of crazy, but I'm not a psycho or anything like that. So me and my friend, right? We had like an abundance of telephone cord, like you know that coily telephone wire or whatever. Old school phones, like a big coil. We had like a whole bunch of these things, and there was this neighborhood cat that would like just walk around. It was really friendly with all of us and shit. And we decided to like leash him. Like we're gonna walk him around. You know what I mean? We're gonna walk him around. Come here, Oreo. We're gonna walk you around. So we put this coil around the collar that he had, right? And he would like walk out, and the coils would all unrelease, and then it would kind of pull him back. He was like a little dog or whatever. And then we didn't want him to go nowhere once we leashed him, so we tied him to a tree. Hey, in the morning he'll be here. We'll come feed him or whatever the hell. And I lived in like in a project housing, so it was like an enclosed apartment complex, like a backyard type thing or whatever. It was like a local tree that everyone went to sit under. So someone would come in the morning and probably walk him, grab the leash or whatever. And like in the middle of the night, I heard this big commotion. Like everyone was like running out their house. The fucking cat ran up the tree. You know, I don't know what it was running from. Ran up the tree, and then on its way fucking down, it tangled up the phone cord, and then slipped and was basically hanging from his collar. Now he wasn't being strangled because we had looped the cord around the collar, but he was going crazy while he was swinging because he's scared, and no one could fucking get this cat down because he was just a ball of spinning swipes, just swiping and spinning, and the noise. Cats make the craziest noise when they're in distress. So I woke up, and after someone climbed the tree, untangled all the wire, ended up cutting it up or whatever. He ran off. Everyone was just like, "Who the fuck would put this fucking telephone wire on Oreo?" Oh my god, man. Me and my friend Mike, man, we just looked at each other like, who would fucking do such a thing? It's fucking crazy. Yeah, that was it. Oh, it wasn't funny, bro. It was crazy. I woke the whole neighborhood up. Yeah, that shit was so fucking loud. KKK and all that. Yeah. No, I'm still here. I'm still here. I would say this. Being a Puerto Rican kid growing up in an all black neighborhood, I never really seen the oppression until I was a bit older. So being Puerto Rican in an all black neighborhood, I always wanted to be black. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to just sound it, go through it. I want to be black. I want to have the hair, the skin. Like I want to be black. That was my sentiment. You feel me? I didn't want to be the only Puerto Rican kid. So in my neighborhood growing up, I didn't feel like being black was anything other than like a superhero. It was like, you know what I mean? The coolest race. It was the most gangster. It was the most cultured. It was the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't explain it. It was a certain admiration that when I got older and kind of realized the difference, it was like, damn, that's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like just little shit like that. But I don't know, man. I feel like being black in America is a testament to blackness itself, bro. You gotta be strong. By a certain age demographic, I feel like that mindset is slowly dissipating. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta. How I say this? Let me see how I say it. Alright, but listen, as a nigga in the hood, right? I've seen black people do it to black people. You know what I'm trying to say? So, it's not that black is oppressed by only other white people. Black is also oppressed by black people. So the first thing that has to stop, and this is gonna be a hot take. The first thing that has to stop is like words that segregate you from the community you want to join. So when you say things like being black or black owned business, or you gotta remove that. It has to be American. We have to slowly take in. They don't have a choice. That's the first thing. They don't have a choice. They no, they don't. They don't have a choice. But that's because we're compartmentalized in many different groups. You have to stop being black. Stop fighting to be black, because black is what they're trying to oppress. Fight to be a. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. It has to be fighting to be American. Every race has like a villain, bro. Like Dominicans hate Puerto Ricans, right? The Scottish hate the people from Wales. Chinese people hate Koreans. Koreans hate Japanese. Fuck all that, bro. That's just human nature, right? But in America, the problem is black people, like as a people, are still called black people 400 years later after being in America. White people can't tell you that they're more American than you because they're European. But they're not calling themselves European people. They're calling themselves American. So you so so as black people, you gotta fight to be American and make the white people who think they're more American than you realize I've been here just as long as you. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fact. White people have not been in America longer than black people. But they identify with being American more than black people. You gotta stop saying I'm African American. No, I'm American. I've been here. My mom been here. My grandma been here. Like, we've been here. You feel me? That is true. That is. All right, but then if that's the argument, right? Then why do people of black skin treat people of black skin the same way? Then you said earlier that you know what I'm talking about, right? You feel me? So it's not just the pigment of skin. Like, there's people, and this is something that you have to accept. There are people in America that love black people just for being black. I swear to God. Like, there's a girl that sounds just like her, bro, that only wants to fuck black guys, bro. I'm just saying that there's this is what I'm saying. You saying that the color of your skin is the reason that you're oppressed, right? And I'm telling you, the color of your skin is also the reason why you're revered, bro. I just told you, as a Puerto Rican, growing up in an all-black neighborhood, I wanted to have black skin and a fucking fro. I ain't want poppy hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this guy's name. Black male, bro. He's probably a racist. Listen, he's probably a racist. He's probably a racist. He's probably a racist. But subconsciously, he wants to be black. You know what I'm saying? There's many connotations with being black that all men want, bro. Alright, listen. In terms of being put through things, right? I don't want to diminish the effects of slavery on African Americans, right? Nowadays, but nowadays, shit. This is just watch this. There's a country right now in the world, right, that don't have internet, don't have food. They're eating their own children. They're eating fucking bugs. They're being oppressed and destroyed right now in the world by the millions, bro. And it's been happening for almost 100 years in Korea, right? And no one talks about it. No one talks about it because it doesn't generate money. But what you're talking to me about, the rift that you're talking about between Americans and the whites or whatever, and the blacks, it generates money, bro. The way you think about yourself and the way you think about your community is generating money for some white man somewhere, bro. If you really want to fight systemic oppression as an African American man, you have to stop thinking of your skin as the reason why they're condemning you. There's more than that, bro. If your skin was white, they still be condemning you, bro. If Yes, bro, because they're scared of your dick. They're scared of how fast you are. They're scared of how you are objectified. There's more fear in African Americans than just the color of the skin, bro. It's deeper than that. Because this is no, it's not, bro. No, it's not, bro. And they want you to believe that. Do you not? Okay, right, you and me right now, right? We're having a discussion about racism over a game that isn't even meant to like host these debates. Do you understand the freedom that we have right now? There's a country right now where you can't talk over the internet because someone's literally listening. We're paranoid about it, but there's a country right now, like China literally censors their internet, bro. Where you can Google something and they have people who work day in, day out to make fake pages and fake sources and fake books and manipulate their populace, bro. to a degree. We're just starting to break down media and see how one article can be manipulated by CNN or Fox, shit like that. But for the most part, the new generation, people that are 30 years and younger, 35 and younger, they're growing up in an environment where they love black people, they love Spanish people, they love Mexican people. But when you talk about these niggas that's 35 and older, people that have been raised by people who are 50, people that have been raised by people who are 80, those people who were raised by the descendants of plantation owners, you can't be mad that that person thinks like that, because that's how the world worked when they were absorbing information. You know what I'm trying to say? Like right now in 2021, you can see a dude walking hand in hand with another dude, and you don't want to throw a brick at him. It's just two dudes. They gay. All right, big deal. It's everywhere, right? There's going to be a time in America where seeing a black person in the store is not going to make you want to follow him around because he's a thief. There's going to be a time where you see a black person walking down the street and you're not going to want to cross the street because you think he's dangerous. How do I? Because I'm seeing it, bro. I've seen it. I see it on TV. I see it in. You don't see it in the streets, bro? Like, where you from that you don't see it? I see it, bro. I'm from Philly, bro. I see it. I see it, bro. I don't know how different Atlanta is than Philly because I've never been to Atlanta, right? I've been to Chicago. I've been to New York. I've been to Florida. You know what I mean? I've been to my home island and shit like that. In terms, there's certain pockets, right, in the South that are a little more behind than the progressive cities like New York, California. I mean, it's stop thinking of America. Uh-huh. You think white is the majority in America though, compared to like the culmination of all the. All right, so then if white's the majority, right? Why are they fighting like they're going extinct, bro? They're fight. You gotta understand that what we're with, they're they're losing, bro. We're at a point in time where we're watching the revolution happen, though. Like you just said that you witnessed the BLM movement arise in your state, right? You watched it. Did you watch it rise, though? Bro, in my city, we took the rise as an like in Philly. If the Sixers win a conference game, well, we loot. I mean, I was 11 years old when I went to my first riot, bro. The 76ers beat the Lakers. I mean, no, first we beat the Raptors, and when we beat the Raptors to go into the championship game against the Lakers and all that, we literally was popping the bus windows out, climbing on top of statues. We ran all over temples, smacking girls' asses. We broke into every store, graffiti. And that was just winning a game. Rioting isn't the pinnacle of revolution. What BLM started is the debate that me and you are having. We actually have something to say that represents the revolution. We can say Black Lives Matter. BLM. We can say black is beautiful. Did they stop the rioting? Did they get violent with us? Yes. But hear how inclusive I am with being black. I'm Puerto Rican, and I'm saying we. I'm saying us. I've adopted your struggle because I know that black people need the numbers of the Spanish. They need those white people to come over. We need everyone to come over to this side. That way there are no white people that think like that. And it's happening. We're watching it. But because we have the short lifespan of a human, we might not see it done. But we're literally in a point in time where we can witness the beginnings, the roots, the planting of the seed of a better future for black people. And it's happening with equality in movies. It's happening with the way that they're depicted in movies. You know what I mean? They're not shucking and jiving and just held to a role where they gotta die. I mean, fucking dance for the white man. No, there's all black casts in movies and superhero movies with black lead actors and shit. There's Disney movies coming out with fucking black actresses and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's beautiful. Which one? Bro, The Little Mermaid about to come out. Listen, The Little Mermaid about to come out. With the Ariel about to be black. She is. No, it's not. It's not. Nah, it's this girl. Nah, you tripping, bro. It's a Little Mermaid. Nah, it's that twin bitch. It's the little twin joint that Beyonce discovered. You tripping, bro? Yeah, the live action Little Mermaid movie. They turned Ariel into a black girl. She's Haley Bailey. Haley Bailey is playing Ariel, bro. Oh God, check that out, bro. I think it's already done. It's already shot, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, bro, Haley Bailey, bro, she can sing her ass off, bro. She a twin. I think she got like a twin sister and shit. All I'm saying is, it's gonna be hard for you to see it different. The same way it's hard for white people to accept that they're losing the control. You know what I mean? Like, right, right. I can't say I know how you feel exactly, right? Because I'm not, I don't have black skin. Absolutely, absolutely. But I can't say it's the same. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying for sake of argument, I can't say it's the same. You know what I'm saying? I can't say it's the same. But growing up, I've seen it happen to my folks. You know, like my people, my neighborhood. You feel me? Like, I've seen, like, I had a kid in my neighborhood who was Puerto Rican like me, and he went from a kid named Ramon to a kid named Broly, because he was just a little bully, and then he became Murdoch. And I remember when he was catching his bodies, that he went harder because he wasn't black. So he was just trying to be super goon out. And I remember for the first time what it felt like to be stopped because of how I looked, because the cops pulled me over and it was like, we're looking for a man, you know, Puerto Rican descent, fade with a Caesar, little goatee. And that's what I had. And I was lined up just because of how I looked. And I was like, damn, imagine going through that every day. You feel me? And it opened my eyes a little bit. I remember when my homies caught their first case and it was such and such, but they blamed it on such and such because they looked the same. Like, I just remember little things with the law that just opened my eyes up real young. Like, yo, it's really not what you do, but it's what they could blame you for. You know what I'm saying? So the police system itself is wrong. I don't think that we'll ever get equality with the police when 80% of the police force is white. You know what I'm saying? Think about if you were police and you black and you pull over another black nigga, bro. Of course you're gonna be more lenient with him. He folk. You know what he been through. That's the same thing with white people. They protect their own, bro. So the first thing that we gotta do is establish equality in the police force and raise the bar for you to be a police. If you're a person that has control over life and death, if you're a person that can enter someone's home, if you're a person that can randomly stop someone in the street, you shouldn't just have a high school diploma. You gotta go to college for this shit. You got too much. You have too much power as a cop to just be some high school finishing white dude. You feel me? Who's been raised by a piece of shit racist family, and then thrown into a gentrified neighborhood where you get to bully and accost people. You gotta really want this shit. You gotta go through social studies and humane services and certain diplomas and certain hurdles in education to make you fit to go out here and police the world. So we got to change the police system before we can get equality. It's not just screaming Black Lives Matter and showing what they do to us. Remove them systematically with reason, logic, and good debates, man. You can't just keep saying it's because we black or it's because of our skin. You got to really work, dedicate yourself, and try to change these things at the root, man. And I think it starts with equality across the board. We are not just black people. We are American people. And fighting for the right to be considered American and not just black. Because it's only in America where people are really named by their skin. Like, that's not a Caucasian. That's not an Eastern European. He's white. That's not a Nigerian, Jamaican, dark Dominican. He's black. That only happens here, bro. So we got to change that from the rip. And in terms of how America is demonized, the outside world makes it so bad to be American, bro. They want to demonize us for being American. 47% of Americans are obese, bro. We eat in such abundance, bro. We have so many hours of free time. We have so much luxury in face of the other world that they demonize us for it. And within our own country, we demonize each other and want to be oppressed. People in 2021, they want to be oppressed because being oppressed is a sign of status. It's like, well, I'm oppressed and you're not. I'm better than you. The gays do it. I know black people that do it. I know minorities that do it, like Mexicans or Chinese people. Like, let's stop wanting to be oppressed and let's equalize each other. Let's become one nation under God and indivisible. And then things get better, bro. Promise. Holy shit. You know what I'm saying? Listen. How many white niggas you got in your neighborhood? Alright, when you see a white nigga in your neighborhood, do you not consider him to be either a crackhead, customer, or a cop? In my neighborhood, bro, when I was growing up, if you was white, you was either a customer or a narc. Because we ain't see you around here. You don't live on this 100. There's 50 houses on this block. You don't live here. So if you walking from wherever you coming from, you coming to my neighborhood, you probably buying crack. Like, I grew up in a crack neighborhood. 10 niggas on the corner, that's the crack end. 5 niggas on this end, that's the dope end. The 3 niggas in the back, a little bit younger, that's the weed spot. You know what I'm saying? That's how I grew up. So I always had the ability to switch that and saying, well, if I did walk through an all-white neighborhood, they probably look at me like that. And in my neighborhood in Philly, we got Irish blocks. We got, as soon as you get to the corner, you'll see a big-ass Irish flag, just like your fucking gamer profile. Big-ass Irish flag. It's not a bar on the corner, it's a pub. You know what I'm saying? So when you allow a whole 100 block, like from 2700 and whatever to 28 and 700 whatever, to be gentrified with just one race, and another race enters that block, you're always going to get this type of reaction, bro. Because it's in our brains to see something that's not part of the pattern. So remove this type of housing. Remove this kind of schooling. Why is there an all-black school? I went to an all-black school. Why aren't there white kids in here? Why aren't there Spanish kids in here? That's just weird. This is America. But they lock us in through zip codes, bro. And then certain zip codes are worth more than other zip codes. And certain zip codes get certain cops. They're not sending the cops that's beat niggas over the head and got 6 and 7, reports on them to 90210 Beverly Hills. No. They sending them to 00627 Atlanta or wherever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta eliminate the barriers, bro. We gotta become one people, bro. We gotta stop letting them put us into pockets. We gotta stop oppressing ourselves with our mindset. We gotta start saying, yo, listen, man, I understand why you looking at me crazy, but we need a black person in that house. We need one in that house. We need one across the street. And watch how they don't talk like that. Watch how they don't act like that. You feel me? If a white cop has a black partner, that white cop not standing on that nigga neck for that long, bro. True or false? You know what I'm saying? If his partners, and you know who I'm talking about, I'm not even gonna say boy name. If one of his partners was a dude that grew up in the hood and just happened to join the force because he want to make life better, he wouldn't have been standing on his neck for 9 minutes. It's not going. And it's stigmatized by our own ignorance. We got this thing in the hood that they gave us. No ratting. No snitching. Oh, your man's a pig. Your man's a narc. How you gonna demonize me for telling on this when he killed my mans? So now I'm forced to go kill you because I can't grieve and let them deal with you. So it's a cycle, bro. Like, one of my homies grew up, rest in peace to my man Chiba, my man E. He was like the first black kid that my mom let in the crib. Because my mom had a real, I'm going to say, a real racist view towards my neighborhood. Oh, we going to move out of here, da-da-da-da. She had big dreams. After about a year, this was my man's. He never disrespected my mom. It was always, how you doing? Good morning. You know, knocked on the door. Like, he was so mannerful. And she was like, this is a regular little kid. Yo, you can come in. And he just straight up told me, oh, you the first Puerto Rican house I've ever been in, bro. Damn, for real? That's crazy. Let me go to your crib. That was the first black house I ever been into. I learned little shit, you know what I mean? How to say, yo, can you have company? Yo, can Eric come outside? Like, talking to parents to get to the kid, not just meeting up with him in the back. Like, little shit that I was like, damn, there's so many stigmas that we get from our parents that could be nullified through the kids. You feel me? Me and him broke that barrier between his mom and my mom. You feel me? So it's like, you gotta have that childlike innocence with you when you get older to say, you know what? Let's just do this. Or let's just do that. You can't keep your mind frozen like that. You can't keep saying it's because of this. You kind of got to say, fuck it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand when you step out your house, this white man gonna look at you crazy. I understand driving a nice car gonna make him crazy. I understand that. But don't let it diminish the humanity in you. Good morning still. You know what I'm saying? Change them through experience, you feel me? And some people you can't change, bro. Some people you can't change. We just gotta wait them out. You gotta instill what you went through in Atlanta to your son and kind of give him some new game. But this is how we gonna beat it, son. We gonna beat it like this. That's how I want you to act. And when you have your son, I want you to teach him like this. And 3-4 generations down the line, life is different. The same way 10 generations down the line, life has been different for African Americans as opposed to how it was in the 1920s. It's not like it was in the 1920s, bro. There's still barbarism and there's still violence in other ways, but I feel like we don't accept the progression that we've had because of some of the oppression we still have. So we've come 3-4 steps ahead, but because we go one step back every once in a while, it negates everything. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. It sucks that we're not in 2050 and all this shit over and done with. You know what I mean? It really does. But you can plant a seed today that in 2050 they'll talk about. And you still got time. I don't know how old you are or nothing like that, but you still got time to influence something that'll benefit another black man 10, 20, 30 years from now, bro. Shit. Do your thing, man. It was a pleasure talking to you, man. Y'all hear me spitting that shit? I'm like a young Martin Luther, yo. It's your boy Rajiin, man. And we oh shit.